23 days. That's how long I've been with this guy so far. You can do the math there, can't I? I'm shutting down a little early because it's not going to give me any advantage to go fight traffic in Lincoln and Omaha today. And he sent me a load that I need to kind of save as much time as I can get. I have enough to do it, but if I burn an hour in Omaha and then another hour in Chicago in the morning, and it's like it might make things tighter. So the plan is, as of now, I'm going to deliver this in Bolingbrook tomorrow morning, bright and early, as soon as I can get there. I may end up going and picking up a preloaded trailer in McCook, Illinois, which is just up the road, and then breaking in Bolingbrook. Another driver that is in a rush to get home is picking up a load in PA. He's going to bring me that load. It goes to 2 stops around Salt Lake City on Monday morning, and then down to Fontana, California for Tuesday morning. Down the way a little bit. Now all I got left to do is go pick up this loaded trailer. It's supposed to be waiting on me in McCook. I say that's all I have to do, but I gotta go most likely get this thing washed out because it had potato flour in it. So if you've ever dealt with a bag of flour at your house, you know that they always leak. So there'll be flour all in the bed of this thing. See if I can't find a place to take my phone so you can catch all my mad skills here. I already did that, didn't I? Good trailer. Didn't have any problems. Tires are all good, brakes are good, no ABS problems, no light problems, so farewell, buddy. miss you. We won't. We won't miss you. Okay. When I get tired, I talk to inanimate objects. That happens. Don't judge a fella. It's just the way it be some days. I've successfully tooled around here for an hour and a half longer than I had to try to wake up and feel like rolling. I have this thing when I pull into a truck stop, you know, I start to realize I've been here before, and I always kind of remember the most memorable thing that I, you know, experienced at that place. No, either the first time I was there or the most memorable thing. And this one, the most memorable thing, I worked for that company, K&B, and it had been about 2 years since the incident happened, but I was leaving the Bronx in New York, obviously, and it was stop and go traffic, and this guy, I was trying to merge onto the highway, left me a space, like obvious space, like almost 2 truck lengths long, so I could get in. And as soon as I started to merge in, I mean, again, very slow, like 1 or 2 miles an hour, the dude hit the gas like he was going to try to stop me, but at the last second panicked and swerved because he didn't want to hit me and hit another truck, and that truck hit another truck, and that truck hit a bridge. But the vehicle never made contact with me, so I just kept rolling. And the woman in the passenger seat took off running down the highway because it was so slow. That's how slow the traffic was moving, is that she, on foot, outran me and got in front. I ran my truck, ended up in front of me, and I was on the phone with the police. She was on the phone with the police. I told the police her car never made contact with my truck, and they told me I could go. And 2 years later, I had to give a deposition because her father had later passed away from a different situation, the guy driving, and they were trying to act like the company I worked for was somehow responsible, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I was parked right over there. I had to give a deposition over the phone. That's what's most memorable about this truck stop. But I gotta fuel up because I've only got a quarter tank of fuel, and then I gotta weigh. I want to fuel up first so I can have an accurate, idea of what my weights are. 680 miles done yesterday. Plan today, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, because I sat around here and didn't roll, is to get to like Evanston, Wyoming. Once I get there, I'll stop, or I'll see if I can make it a little bit further, but like I could probably make it pretty close to Salt Lake City, but it won't do me a whole lot of good to do that. I saw some lightning and stuff this morning. Day to day, my planning goes more like, well, we'll see how far we can get. That's where I learned to drive a semi. 12 years ago.
Take the next left onto South 4800 West.
Wow. That's where I was for 3 weeks, learning to drive a semi. Not that I would recommend them. The school was okay, but the company itself was garbage. You know, I learned what I needed to learn from them, but then I got in a truck and they sent me in a truck with 2 other guys, one of which was an African that spoke very broken English, and the other was an Indian that spoke broken English. was not a fun 2 weeks. And they were going to pay me 15 cents a mile while I trained, and I bailed. And I found another company that would hire new drivers and sent me with a mentor that I could understand. A guy named by the name of Steve Merritt. Is that right? Yeah, Steve Merritt. I haven't talked to that dude in a long time. I've lost contact with him. I did run into him at a truck stop about 3 years ago, just randomly, which was kind of interesting that happened. But yeah, like I said, that's where I learned how to drive a semi. Okay, well that says 2400. Pretty sure. I'm supposed to go 2500. The building says 54 something. But that says they start at 8. My appointment's at 6. So we'll come down here. They got lights on down here. Right place. Yeah, I don't think I'll be here long. The next place will be the one that determines how today goes. Its appointment's not till 11, but if I get out of here pretty quick, go straight over there, and hopefully they can get me unloaded pretty quickly and I can get on down the road, because it's got to be the last stop's in Fontana, California for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's like 6:22 when I looked, which is doable in a day, sorta. There's a lot of mountains between here and there, but I'll be pretty light having half the stops off the trailer. But I'd feel much better about it if I could roll out of here in time to get down the road a ways. No, sir.
You see this light pole with the yellow barriers?
Yep.
Just park to the right of all that.
Okay.
You'll get out and walk over by door 15. You'll see that man entrance. It says driver. Just go up there with the paperwork, talk to receive it. They'll tell you which door you're knocking at.
Thank you.
Just the other way up.
Tell you what, if I was a billionaire, I'd build me a house right there with a helipad. I mean, that one looks cool, but I don't think it'd be very fun to live up there, but maybe. Maybe in the winter you could just ski down it. Take you 6 hours. I don't know, do you ever get used to living it, looking at that? Like, you live in the West Coast somewhere where you get to wake up to that every morning? Do you ever get used to it? Not as good a place as any, as far as I can see. Road's wide enough. I'm not hurting anything. I'm not blocking any entrances or exits. Pull my mirrors in so I'm taking up less space. Is it technically legal? No. But does it beat the alternative? Yes. The alternative would be driving 40 or 30 miles in rush hour traffic right now in LA to go get to the only couple of truck stops in Southern California, in Ontario. On the other side of Ontario, I should say. I'm basically in Ontario now, I believe.